I actually remember meeting you. You may not remember this, but my first ever Thriller Fest.
Right.
I was going in first time as a writer with my writer hat on, first book, and I saw you kind of coming into one of the rooms. You got a backpack and looked kind of new like me, and you're one of the people I met too. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we were debut authors together.
Oh, maybe that's right. The debut authors program.
But like just going back a little bit, that's, people listening to this, it sounds so casual, like, I thought I wanted to write a book, so I wrote a book. The reality of it is that's a big fucking deal, right? Like would you remember what the impetus, like, was there like, I've had this idea inside me for a while, or just I want the challenge of something like that? And what was the process like writing that first book? Was it painful? Did you know what you were doing? Because you weren't an English major. You're like me. You were in kind of the business corporate world, and all of a sudden you're writing a book, and I had no idea what I was doing.
I had no idea what I was doing, which was probably a good thing, because I think it would have been too overwhelming to know. And I was kind of a delusion, like, and I sometimes see this with other lawyers. A lot of what I do for a living is it's writing legal briefs, and I'm an appellate lawyer, so that's even more than most lawyers. And so I thought, well, I can write briefs, and I know how to write, and I know the rules. I can string a sentence together. So I didn't really study the craft, and I didn't. There weren't as many conferences when I but when I really first started, there wasn't Thriller Fest, there wasn't the International Thriller Writers Organization, there wasn't these resources, which I always encourage people kind of starting this journey to take advantage of. And so it was just, I don't know why I decided, hey, I don't think I had some great idea. I knew I loved reading. I liked reading when I was in law school. I loved reading John Grisham books, Scott Turow books. And so I thought I'll just give it a try. Looking back at the first book, I understand why it didn't sell. I'm surprised I got an agent from it. It's not the agent I have now, but
you and me both. My first 3 books didn't sell.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. I mean, we know, like, when people, you hear that, like, we both know Jenny Milsman. She's pretty open about, like, her first 7 books didn't sell. How and ever? Like, I had one book didn't sell, and it took me back 5 years.